Hello, everyone. It's 4:14 p.m. Well, so I had help with the hotel room, thankfully. It was actually last night somebody sent me something, but the rooms were full anyway. I didn't know until today, but the rooms were full anyway. And the rooms were full anyway. And then wow, everything was all quiet until the moment I press record, I hear banging and slamming. So someone helped me with the hotel room, and um when I get a hotel room, and especially not being able to have a shower for 11 days, I ended up I took a shower. I took a thorough shower first, and then I'm glad I'm not as physically exhausted and worn out as I usually would be, because had the the water when I took a shower. The water wasn't as hot as I usually have it. Like I usually have it like like hot. Well, not burning, but pretty hot. And so I had it like cooler than normal, but not hot enough to where I would end up being out of breath and passing out and all that. So I guess that might be why I feel a little more energetic. But at the same time, I'm still physically tired and sleepy, very sleepy. But I'm trying to hold out until at least 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and that's a lot of hours to wait. So this morning, I used some of the leftover panhandle money to eat breakfast. What did I eat? Oh yeah, a couple of biscuit sandwiches. And I would go into detail, but the online perps, they want to act like, oh, let's try to figure out where she, or what she, whatever. So I can't even go into detail like I really would want to. And it's like they want to exercise fake power and control over me. So then after that, I came over here thinking that it was going to be like the last time, but then all the rooms were booked. So I had to wait, wow, about 5 hours to finally get in here. But last time I was able to come early, real early. So I ate, and me feeling insecure about how bad I smelled. One of the females at the restaurant this morning said, "I don't smell you." I said, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yeah, I don't smell you." I said, "But it's been 11 days since I got to take a shower." She said she didn't smell me, but I smelled me. But one time years ago, a guy told me, "You usually smell you before other people smell you, and when other people smell you, that's how you know when you really, 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 really stink and need a bath." So, but so she said they got people who have a place to live, they have a house, and smell way worse. And that's true, because I've seen people who are housed, and like some dudes, like guys, think it's cool to walk around dirty and they don't care. But me, if I end up not taking a shower because of my homeless situation and not being able to, or if I do have a roof over my head or access to a shower, it's because I'm like super depressed. But other than that, I'm usually like a clean freak or a neat freak. When I'm not gonna say I used to be a neat freak and very organized, but that was under the foster mom's control and abuse and me being scared. Scared of getting in trouble, or scared of getting punished. So she molded and manipulated me to end up having OC. Not she wasn't the only one. Other foster family members did too. Molded and manipulated me to like having OCD, and it's like I don't even know how to break out of it. And it's not that simple to just snap out of it and just be normal. You know, so I mean, it's very difficult, trying to work through, and a pill does not help. People shouldn't have traumatized and abused me in the first place. That's what the real deal is. So so when I got in the SUV, because it's Sunday, so the buses haven't run. The regular buses don't run, but the military buses run. But they weren't going this direction. So I could not hold another day. I was going to go insane that I couldn't get to take a shower. So I was going to go insane that I didn't get to take a shower. So well, what else? So this morning, I took one of my rain ponchos that I used a few days ago and covered, trying to be courteous and respectful enough to cover the seat. And because I didn't want to funk up his SUV. It was a Volvo, a Volvo X60 SUV. So me feeling bad, but he had the sunroof up. I mean, he had the sunroof pulled back and the windows, a lot of air. But I still, try to be respectful and courteous. But when I left the restaurant, I left the restaurant and I forgot to clean off the spot where I was sitting at, because I smelled so bad because I was not going back to my storage unit and get more bladder pads. And, they still would cause me forced urination, with the energy weapons. So I came here, and the lady told me that there were no rooms ready yet, and that they were full last night. They were booked last night. So then I went to the restaurant and waited around for a bit, and then my phone battery was dying, and it came close to dying because it got down to 4% before I got up, checked in here finally. So then I went to excuse me, hold on. Ooh. Excuse me. So I went to the restaurant and again feeling bad, just ashamed. And so I cleaned and sanitized, the rocking chair I was sitting in. And an elderly lady, said, oh, I don't remember exactly word for word what she said, but she thanked me for being considerate enough to clean off the chair after I sat there, and I felt, insecure about smelling bad. And I said, well, I'm homeless. I haven't had a shower, in 11 days. I felt like humiliated and embarrassed, So then she offered me $10 and wanted to make sure that I spent it on food. I said, I promise I will spend it on food, I had no choice, So I definitely spent it on lunch, and which what y'all saw. And and so then I sat back, and it took an eternity, and like seemed like that those few hours took forever. So I started to do some blogging, but I didn't publish it yet, and I'm still working on this blog topic. Oh yeah, a blog topic on why I'm not a narcissist. That I passed the not a narcissist test. And I'm blogging explaining why and how based off this article that I read, But they have a lot of narcs who turn around and make it like you're the narc, but and they use projection and falsely accuse you of what they're guilty of, and they deflect when you try to hold them accountable for their bad deeds, but then they love to tell you about bad behavior. Like Star Bricker's always meddling in my business and talk about my behavior, this, my behavior, that. When she's acting like a fifth grade bully and she's 62 years old, it's like, how the hell, if you're criminally stalking people online and sabotaging and destroying people's lives for 3 years, it hasn't been 3 years yet, but almost three. In October will be 3 years since she's been stalking. Well, I mean, that was the first time she commented on one of my videos. So it's been almost 3 years since I've known of her existence. And I wish that she would have never crossed paths with my videos, because I don't really see her harassing that many other targeted individuals. Like Chief Handling, he'll, targeted individual or not, he will harass anybody who hashtags targeted individual or gang stalking. So I haven't even been seeing Chief Handling around that much, but ever since what he did to me back in 2019, he was the no. It wasn't the first warning, but it was the first strike on my YouTube channel that he falsely reported and then bragged about it, and me and him had a feud, and I was wrongfully suspended from YouTube for like a short while. Then somebody set me up. They were really trying to silence me, and they tried to shut me down again the second time. And then after I made the announcement that, hey, I'm finally back off suspension and stuff, that's when Star Bricker went and looked for an old, like a 6-month-old video of me talking about YMCA having Masonic connections. And she took that video and used that to justify striking my channel. Striking my she used that to try to justify striking, trying to get my channel taken down. She succeeded at wiping my channel out, and then bragged and laughed about it. And I didn't know who SL Bricker was, and I didn't know that was the same person as Stars 15K. I didn't realize she got like a few accounts. So then I had already, like before the third strike on the main PsychWorld channel, I had a channel called PsychWorld Backup, which is now the main targeted by the PsychWorld channel, and she sabotaged that channel also. She sabotaged that channel as well. So she attacked this channel, and she nearly wiped out both the main targeted by the PsychWorld channel, which was originally the PsychWorld Backup channel, and the targeted by the PsychWorld Backup channel. She nearly succeeded at wiping that one out too. So that's one of the reasons why I've been more active on this channel. So like just before New Year's, I don't know who it was that caused me to be wrongfully striked on this channel. And so I was forced to go to New Year's on the targeted by the PsychWorld Backup channel. And I couldn't make a formal, proper, Happy New Year's on this channel. And so that was the reason why I got frustrated and started up another blog, in which the blog you see today it was December 30th, 2021, when I started up the Gang Stalk Creole author blog. So I've been doing that, been blog and transferred some of my old blog posts from the targeted by the PsychWorld WordPress.com website, in which I shut that down when I got frustrated and shut everything down, So so it's like but anyway, I kind of drifted off topic, but I wonder, how did I get on the topic of talking about my YouTube channel? Oh yeah. But then no, I'm still confused how I got on this topic. Okay, never mind. But So I haven't seen Chief Handler in a long time, and other people say they haven't seen him around. So it's like I got so much going on. I'm glad to have finally had a shower and washed my hair. But unfortunately, I had to put back on dirty clothes that's not clean. But the clothes I just took off that y'all been seeing the purple shirt and stuff, that I need to wash those, but it's like, so it's like I know that it's less than a month before me and my twin sister's birthday on August 25th. And she gets, just like the gang stalkers attack me even worse before our birthday, she gets extra abusive around that time too. And we'll get along fine and like normal, and then wait till sometime during the birthday month to pick an argument with me for an excuse to, ignore me and to be mad at me for our birthday, or if we'll be on good terms and then next I don't hear anything, and then it's like she ignoring me for our birthday and make me feel really ashamed. And so and then I would end up having panic attacks and wonder what did I say wrong or what did I do wrong, or she wouldn't even tell me. But then sometimes third party flying monkeys would come and confront me and threaten me about stuff I never did or said, and stuff she falsely accused me of and stuff like that. So I have to deal with her cult followers attacking me every doggone day. But the one time somebody come and defend me, she has a freaking fake meltdown. And the gang stalking network made sure to prevent me from getting any thumbs up on that community post of me showing proof and evidence of her trying to discredit me. I mean, how one time one point in time, if she tried to make like she's the targeted individual and I'm the perp, but then she turned around and say gang stalking is not real, and that I'm schizophrenic, that I'm paranoid, schizophrenic, and with mental illness. And Kimberly Harper needs to shut up because she don't even know a damn thing about gang stalking. So I said before that my twin sister and her cult followers, the cult followers meddling and infiltrating, that's one of the main reasons that's hindering us that's one of the reasons hindering us. It's like, it's not y'all business whether or not me and my twin sister will reconcile. It's not, and it's not fair for y'all to think y'all have a hand in it or a say so. Y'all some outsiders and strangers. Y'all are freaking nuts. So someone defended me today, and then my twin sister did a whole fake live stream about it. And it's like, I didn't even watch it, and I'm not going to. But I saw the comments that Darius told her about me, and then of course she defended and agreed with him. And then he did a fake retarded video about me, and he showed me who he really was, because he was fake the whole friendship. I already talked about it. And so, then, I explained what was going on. I did not bash my twin sister or try to put her down or anything. All I was doing is explain what's going on. And she lied on me and said that I talked about her like a dog, that I, dogged her out and dragged her through the mud and all that. Y'all just don't want your dirty deeds exposed. So, people with narcissistic thinking, they'll be like, even if after you had a feud or argument, they'll be like, oh yeah, she got nerve to come into my face and try to apologize after she did this. But we all expect for God to be merciful and forgiving towards us. But that's how people operate, though. And then she lied and manipulated and convinced everybody to believe that I'm so hateful and jealous and envious and everything. And she made remarks trying to insult me or condemn me, saying that trying to make it like as if it's disgraceful for me to ask a woman with a woman walking with children, panhandling, and ask a woman with children walking with children for money, panhandling. Now, what if a woman with children walk up to me and offer me some money? What I'm supposed to do? Like that never happened before, but I'm pretty sure anywhere across America, they have a homeless man who will ask a woman with children, a woman walking with her children, for money. But sometimes it's likely that a woman walking with her children, she's more likely to be rude to you. But sometimes not. But hey, single guys, blow me off and be rude. So and then my twin sister tried to talk about with me panhandling and stuff. She tried to say, well, we weren't raised like this. Well, thank the foster mom for me being in this gang stalking program and going through what the hell that I'm going through. I mean, the foster mom used to condition me that I'm going to be homeless, living underneath the bridge, and wondering where my next meal is going to come from. Or that I'm going to grow up to be a prostitute. Or I'm going to wind up in jail or dead and deserve it. So the foster mom, she stole my freaking money. She stole my Social Security back pay check and a trust fund check. The foster mom stole thousands of dollars from me. And still controlled and abused me after I turned 18. And she was stealing my work paychecks when I was working at Popeyes my senior year in high school. I would work and make like maybe $100 or something in a week. And then I would have to give her my money. I would have to give her my whole paycheck. Wait, no, not $100 a week. Can't be. Wait a minute, hold up. No, it was more than $100 a week. Oh, shucks. I don't remember how much the paychecks used to be. But I used to have to be forced to hand over all my money, all my paychecks to the foster mom that I worked for. And the allowance before working at Popeyes, the monthly allowance was $20 a month. And she used us as cleanup slaves. Why isn't my twin sister calling the foster mom greedy and money hungry? Look what she did to us. And now my twin sister has Stockholm syndrome. And, I don't know what she's afraid of with coming to the truth. And she wants to live in deception and a lie. I mean, if the foster mom, the foster mom ain't come after me after all these years of me speaking against everybody. I talked about everybody. My twin sister takes it. She's been taking it like as if, oh, Candy been doing videos about me for years. It hasn't been a whole lot of years. It's been like, just a couple of years. And not just her, but I talked about all my abuse. Everybody. I talked about the kids at school, foster care, the daycare center. I talked about the fake IDMR cult. I talked about the Masonic Smelly Crab family. I talked about events that happened in Los Angeles, stuff that happened in Greenville, South Carolina, New York. I talked about various different things in my life. But I think that they are paying my twin sister to to make it like as if I'm just personally attacking her. And I'm not. I have spoken about, and I've even said that mistakes that I've made and things that I did wrong and when I was in childhood. And so my twin sister, she lied on me in that video, calling me mentally ill. She lied on me and said that I turned down her offer to come stay by her just so I could panhandle on the streets, and then try to lie on me and said that I told her that I don't want to stay by her because panhandling on the streets pays better. Like, what the fuck? Like, I barely even get $20 in a day, and I don't even try to seek to get that, like, a whole lot of money while panhandling. I just try to get just enough for what I need for the moment and use it, and then like to go get me something to eat or bus fare, or back then it used to be a laundry. But in 2019, the only time I panhandled or begged was around the 28th of the month on through like the 1st, and then maybe the I had just like $23 for the day on the first of the month when I was getting the SSI check, and then on the second of the month I may have had to panhandle. And then when I got my check on the third, everything I didn't have to worry about panhandling or begging for nothing until like between the 25th and the 28th of the month. And then I had a few jobs here and there. They got sabotaged because of the workplace mobbing and setups and lies and everything. They sabotaged. I could have been had housing. And I could have been had housing. But every time you try to get near success, they destroy it. The gang stalking network, they want to force you to stay poor. So I'm sitting here fighting to survive, and my twin sister lied on me and said that I stay in luxury hotels, and lied on me and said that I eat fancy and luxury food and all that. And then she wanted to make a reference or a remark about portion size. Well, how could she insult me being fat and greedy when she's been fatter than me? And I don't even comment on her weight. Never did. I mean, I never put her down or insulted her about her weight. So, it's like I just read the transcript of that video, and it's like she tried to play it off when it's like, if other people, how am I supposed to know that you didn't have any, like she tried to lie and say that she didn't have intentions to make fun of me. And she tried to make it like as if I'm just trying to jealous and trying to take her joy away when she actually was using Winnie the Pooh to mock and make fun of me. And then she got her cult followers calling me Candyman. So you project her homosexuality onto me. It's just not right what's going on. And then nobody wants to listen to what I have to say, but then they make like when I tell my side of the story, they want to make it like as if they don't want to get involved. But then the moment we get into an argument, they go and flock to her and then start defending and agreeing with her, like as if I'm never right. So these so-called targeted individuals, like my twin sister, she keeps twisting my intentions and twisting my words and twisting my actions and stuff and trying to just make me out, deliberately trying to make sure that I don't have any friends or support not in the TI community and the narcissistic abuse victim support group. Like she's been doing that for years, forcing me to stay isolated and turn away all my support. Smear campaigning. She was smear campaigning me even when we were living in New Orleans Towers. I was living in New Orleans Towers. And she was smear campaigning me to neighbors and stuff. Turn my neighbors against me. Me and that lady, Miss Linda, were about to be really good friends. Even though I was way young enough to be her child. But my twin sister soured that relationship and certain other relationships, and any friend that I would have, she would poison their head and make them hate me. But I'm the one so jealous and hateful. But my twin sister, she's controlling and abusive. Because it's like treats me how the foster mom used to do. And she thinks she got authority over me so high. And my twin sister, she's so abusive and have no shame in being extremely disrespectful. Like no respect towards me whatsoever. And she was never loyal to me. Throughout our whole entire life, I do not have any time to mention when there was no incident to mention when she was ever loyal to me. But she's always talking about me not being loyal and stuff. I saw her on Twitter going from person to person in the TI community, and one person who was like talking about narcissistic abuse, that person blocked me because my twin sister had poisoned her head with lies. But my twin sister's always been an abusive bully. An abusive narcissistic bully. And thinks she's so tough and hard. You're not a thug. So just like she wanted to try to talk about that the foster mom that we weren't raised for me to be like a panhandler. Well, the foster mom conditioned me to be this way. And then if my job wouldn't have been sabotaged, After the checks, I started to get checks and stuff. I could have been making more hours and probably working faster to get more hours and clean more cars and get more bonuses and stuff. And I could have rose quickly, but the gang stalking coworkers, they sabotaged my job. And even at the other like at the temp service, I'm like, damn, I can't work nowhere. But how come it's okay for my twin sister to have a roof over her head and have certain things, and then when I point out that she can have this and have that, but I'm deprived, then when they want to be like, oh, this proof that Candy's jealous. But why am I not allowed to have a roof over my head? And then they make it like as if I'm crazy. Like I'm crazy, and what kind of sense does it make for me to, like I said in earlier videos, for me to just abandon my Section 8 home just to live on the streets for attention, and then cry out for money for a luxury hotel? What kind of luxury is a hotel when I got a certain I don't think this one seems like it's okay, but if I go in a hotel room and the toilet seat is very loose, what kind of luxury is that? Or if you got burned cigarette stains or regular stains, or the floor would be slippery and dirty, or air conditioner not working properly, this ain't working, that ain't working, the the sink might be stopped, the tub might be stopped, whatever problems. So I was strategic in trying to get a hotel room at a certain hotel or whatever that would be under $100. I don't even be like, I be trying to spend as little as possible at the places that I'm welcome. So if I'm not welcome, like what was going on last year at the beginning of the with the stimulus thing, they raised the hotel prices for the same hotels that would have been like $85 for the night. They raised it to like $170. That wasn't my fault. The same hotel rooms at different hotels, they doubled the prices. So they used that to falsely justify why. And I spent my stimulus check, and they want to police how I spend my stimulus check, or my twin sister try to make like, oh, Candy won't let me live, or she won't let me dance or have fun or laugh or whatever. But I see what you're doing. I see through what you're doing. And then she falsely accused me of being the one to use projection and deflect and everything. Y'all need to wake up. And then she's trying to smear campaign me as being super demonic and being full of demons. That's all that their smear campaign, just trying to make the world hate me. But I'm the one so hateful. But I have a right to say my piece and talk about, my side of the story. Since everybody want to talk about two sides of the story, hear two sides of the story. Don't sit there and brick wall me and say I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, or say, well, oh yeah, well, I'm more likely to believe your twin sister because there's two sides to a story. But then you choosing favoritism, and rather than looking at both sides. So my twin sister trying to lie and say that I'm not targeted, that gang stalking is not real. She said that before also. And she infiltrates. She is the chameleon in the TI community and demonic as fuck and turning everybody against me. They watch her videos more and give her more likes, thumbs up, or whatever. I can't have one person to defend me for once. But she can have a whole cult and flying monkeys, and then she'll have a meltdown and try to make like as if I'm the one with all the support. Like she talked about, oh, Candy got over 600 subscribers. Well, they kept manipulating because off and on all day it kept on switching back between 598, 599, 600. And now, last I checked, it was 601. So, I'll say that with this gang stalking, just because somebody subscribed to you doesn't mean that they like you. Star Bricker unsubscribes and resubscribes all the time. But Kimberly Harper is subscribed. Why else do you think that people like her, J Demon Rotten shit, my enemies are freaking subscribed to my channel. They got the notification bell on. They subscribed to my channel and got the notification bell on. They're blocked from commenting, and they thumbs down just about every video. How pathetic. And then they do it on multiple accounts. That's also why you might see the increase of, numbers. So I would say I have about 15 people at the most, maybe. And they pop in and out like maybe once or twice a month to say something supportive. Maybe about 15 people who are maybe supportive of me on YouTube. But sometimes I forget because they be going away for so long. I forget about them. I'm so sorry. But then, and I'd be so busy fighting my targeting. And then when they come and say a supportive comment, I'd be like, oh, relief. I feel relief. But then other times, I be wondering where they were, hoping that they're okay. And then I'd be like, start to have panic attacks and be like, well, I hope this person, I'm not going to mention whatever person's name, I hope that Bobby, Bobby subscribed to me. I'll be like, I hope that Bobby, I'm just using the name Bobby as an example. I might be like, well, I hope Bobby didn't turn to my twin sister's, channel. I hope that Bobby didn't betray me. Or I hope Bobby didn't change his opinion or turn against me or whatever. And then come to find out if Bobby pops in like once or twice a month or so. Or once every 2 months. And, my supporters, I don't have that many. But I do have some, thankfully. And sometimes, like, it was like when I was in high school, in junior high, I felt like I had no friends. But then I had a very, like, I had, like, probably about 7 or 8 students that still respected me, while the rest of the high school would bully, harass, and laugh at me. So, I mean, I wouldn't forget about the supportive subscribers, not on purpose. It would be unintentionally by accident, and me being so busy fighting my targeting. But a lot of the times I'd be wondering, where this person at, where that person at, where is Megan, for example. I'll use the name Megan. Megan hasn't commented, but I don't think I don't have a supporter named Megan, but I'm just throwing a random name, for an example. So my twin sister try to lie on me and try to play innocent and make it like as if I'm not allowed to, that I'm making it like as if I'm trying to control her and that she's not allowed to have a good time and laugh. But you don't have a good time and laugh and mock people. You don't have a good time mocking people and laughing. And try to lie and say, oh, I wasn't thinking about you when I did the Winnie the Pooh video. Well, they've been harassing me a lot lately about Winnie the Pooh. So why why would you choose that? So that, and all the times my twin sisters, even the video with 144 Michaela, they both were mocking and laughing at me and mocking me and making fun of me in that video. And that's the video that Darius had commented on. And then they just got they got everything reversed from the truth. So my twin sister defends and agrees with perps saying I need to go get a job and stuff, but then also defends and agrees with the perps that say that ain't nobody gonna hire me or that I'm gonna get fired the first day. That I set grounds to get fired the first day. So it's just senseless. But my twin sister's definitely a perp, I promise you. She's performing all the perp tactics. And then Kimberly Harper, who's admitted that she doesn't know what gang stalking is, she lied and said Candy's a gang stalker. y'all so stupid because you're not gonna be a one lone person just stalking and harassing everybody. What how gang stalking works is a whole bunch of people secretly stalking and harassing you. But they just like this stuff for entertainment. And who knows, Kimberly Harper and J Demon Rotten shit and Star Bricker and all them, you know, it's like, what if they truly, and M. Kevin Farrer, what if they might, if they might, some people say that they don't even care about you or your twin sister, they just like the drama. Because when my twin sister, when she would be whatever, sick or whatever, what they would do is they would back off. And then when we're feuding again, that's when they're all commenting. And then I get increased thumbs down on all my videos. And then when my twin sister backs off, I'll have like between 3 or 5 unnecessary thumbs down on every video. It's unfair. So a guy had called my twin sister out on how she treats me and everything, because he's targeted too. And he said his family treat him a certain way. So my own twin sister tried to force me to stay out in bad weather and tell everybody not to help me. And they're like, you don't care that this weather is dangerous enough that I could die. That you telling people not to help me. And then what my twin sister did was she offered for me to come stay by her, but then she turned around and said no because China, she basically was trying to say that China doesn't want you here. But the family was mad because China keeps Brandy isolated. And my twin sister, China keeps her isolated, away from the family and everybody else, and has done so for years. And my twin sister has been China's meal ticket. And my twin sister admitted to me that she let China stay with her for free, but then try to change up and lie and say that, no, China pays to stay here. But the thing is, she'll let China stay for free and live a free life off my twin sister's back. But my twin sister couldn't even get me a free Greyhound ticket to her house. No, what I had to do was turn around and pay her that $150 back immediately. When I was financially struggling in 2017 with only, getting $500 something a month and financially struggling. But then they had Hurricane Nate. And so I went by her, and it's like, and my twin sister has no intentions to ever, like, I used to ask her in the past, I would try to, offer to meet up with her or, and stuff like that. Even before the Illuminati talk, before I woke up to the truth and stuff, like in 2010, she sent for me to come after she found out I had student loan money. And, she was taking advantage of my student loan money. She sent for me to come up there and was, taking advantage of my student loan money. But as adults, no. My twin sister never spent a penny on me. How much money was that I spent on her? Thousands of dollars. Her and the rest of the family. Like when she worked at Pizza Hut, that's the most. The foster mom forced her to do it though. And then she threw it in my face and said, "I had to feed your fat greedy ass a hamburger." So I don't depend on my family for nothing. I don't ask my family for nothing. My family don't send me no money. My family they're not concerned about my whereabouts. I don't exist to my family. And as a result of their abuse and control and restricting me, treating me like a punished child with no rights, like my own twin sister would try to discipline it. Like if I were to go up there, like in 2017, you saw how those videos of her verbally abusing me and treating me like a child and talking to me like a child, treating me like like a very abusive person. And I'm the older twin, 13 minutes before her. And she's so disrespectful with calling me girl because she knows I hate being called girl. She physically abusive and put her hands on me. and try to like when I was there in 2017, she tried to provoke me to fight her, and like sometimes she would be like manipulative and try to blackmail me. Like when in 2010, she tried to blackmail me into going to a lesbian strip club over the phone. In 2010, what she did was tried to act like she wanted to call me up one day, and then said, trying to act like she wanted to try to convince me to become a lesbian too, and then try to tell me that I don't know what I'm missing. Just playing all kinds of games, you know. And so it's like my twin sister's been a perp since before we left foster care. She's been perping me since before we left foster care, doing stuff on purpose to get underneath your skin and get mad. And make you mad. And then when you throw something at her, oh, she's the hurt victim now. And she always had friends, always had flying monkeys, you know, always, you know. But I'm forced. She tried to block me from having friends because that's what the foster mom used to do. She picked up whatever tactics the foster mom did and started using them against me, and then had the biological family treated me the rest just, you know, just like that. It doesn't have to be like that. But then my twin sister trying to say, oh, I did. She wants to try to pretend and look innocent by trying to say, well, I did offer Candy help, but she refused it. The only help you want to offer is for me to be locked up in a mental institution or jail or prison. That's not help. But I see you donating to strangers in Canada. You donate to the GoFundMe to strangers in Canada. And she let online strangers talk shit about me to her about me. I'm sorry, I said that double, you know, but she let online strangers talk about me any old kind of way. And she defends and likes and hearts all their comments. But my twin sister always thought that she was tougher than me. You know, she would use her and the biological gay brother Mark would do stuff like make jail threats or threats to get me locked up in a mental institution. So they play too many doggone games with my life. The family has tried, even like in the video, she tried to be like, oh, Candy tried to talk about my sister. Okay, when was the last time you talked to Ramona? Ramona doesn't care about either of us. And I'm surprised you're not doing videos exposing the dirty things that Ramona has done. All of a sudden, Ramona's your sister now. When has Ramona contacted you? Our birthday's coming up. You think you're going to get a call from Ramona on our birthday? I bet you neither one of us will. Ramona is the type of person, she'd take your money and go gamble it all up. Use and take advantage of you and go gamble all the money up. And Ramona liked to try to sex you up to get arrested or sex you up to go to jail or try to sex you up to get in some kind of trouble. In my family, they're dangerous like that. So, and I got called the fool for fighting for their acceptance. And they just didn't want me around. And I didn't realize they were all gang stalkers. Ramona is definitely a perp. Ramona is a perp, and I feel suckered out of all my physical energy after dealing with her. Ramona also, you know, sets you up to have your life ruined, irreparably destroyed. You know, so I don't care to ever contact Ramona for the rest of my life. I don't care what's going on in her life. I've never been any kind of sister to her. You know, and all the times Ramona used to take advantage of both of us. I never financially took advantage of my twin sister. Ramona never spent a penny on me. Or never really bought me nothing. Oh no. This is what she tried to be slick and do. Ramona never spent anything on me except one time. I think she used food stamps to have me like fix a lobster or something, and another time she sent me to Pho Records, and she would always talk about this clout that she would get. And I'm like, clout? What is that? clout from gambling. But in 2000, it was the day after Blake's funeral, I think, a few years ago. And in front of my face, she spent like she made false promises to buy both of us lunch at the Chinese food place on Canal Street. And instead, what she did was, in front of my face, she bought like a brand new $200 Boost Mobile phone that she couldn't even buy me at like a $6 plate of food. But then she's always talking about how her and this friend, I forgot what the friend's name was, but she said that her and her friend take turns treating each other. You know, it's like the family members, not just my twin sister and Ramona, but a lot of family members, they treat outsiders and strangers and friends way better and with more love than how they treat me. And they want to basically erase me. They have successfully erased me from the family. I'm the black sheep / scapegoat of the family. My twin sister is always welcome to go back to the family. But the family is eternally done with me. You know, and they're all abusive and controlling. And so if I had to go by, I mean, I couldn't trust to go and by my twin sister, live with my twin sister, because I would have been locked up in a mental institution against my will. And my twin sister used psychiatry and mental health to control and abuse me, or make jail threats. And sometimes her and the biological brother Mark and Ramona, and sometimes Wyatt, would get an attitude with me unnecessarily for no reason when I'm just trying to start a conversation and just, you know, trying to be nice and friendly and normal. And they just get an attitude or yell at me for no reason. And then it's like, well, why are you exploding on me? You know? But when I was younger, I used to have mood swings, been on those doggone medications. You know? And so I used to take my anger out on people when I was a kid, but I didn't know what I was doing. I just did what I was taught, or what I experienced, you know. But I said I wanted to, and I did break the cycle of abuse. And I said I didn't want to be an abuser. When I used to be an abusive right back when I was a kid, not knowing what the hell I was doing, and didn't see the big picture. So, you know, if I hit another kid, well, I had abuse done to me. But, you know, I realized I couldn't get away with nothing. But I'm like, well, how come it's okay for them to slap me in the face, but if I slap that child in the face, oh, it's abuse. But if they slap me, I deserve it. It's always unfair treatment. So, I mean, if my twin sister wants to talk about, oh, we weren't raised like that. Well, we weren't raised for you to be a hard lesbian, huh? So, but anyway, I've been trying to tell people and like wave the truth at people and letting everybody know what's going on. But I heard that fluoride and the mind control is that witchcraft that's preventing people from waking up to the truth. So, you know, I don't walk around here trying to hurt people, trying to exploit people or use or destroy people. And, you know, I speak against what people have done to me. And so, you know, they twist everything and try to make me out to look like the dirty person. It's like this Earl Young person is very new to my life, and he somehow knows more about me than I know about me. And he needs to butt out and go fry in hell. So Earlene Young. So when I took my shower today, I took a shower, and it was a relief. But before, I'm gonna tell TMI because y'all forced me to stay on the streets for 11 days with no shower. So on the right side of my breast, the nipple started to get infected and it smelled really bad. The last time, the last time or two I was here, my right, the toe on my right foot started to get infected, and it was to the point where I couldn't even move my toes, and I had to after I sprayed some alcohol on it, then the pain went away and I was able to move my toe again. And so now my ankles are swelling really bad. So my twin sister seems like she just enjoys playing the game along with trying to get me destroyed and sabotaging me and trying to get me taken down and stuff. And so it's like at the restaurant today, I saw two sets of twins. And I said, well, I'm a twin too, you know. I saw two sets of twins today. One of them was a set of Asian twins, and then another one was a set of white twins. And all four of them were twin girls. But the white twins, they said that they were fraternal, but the Asian, I thought that they looked identical, and the Asian twins definitely were identical. But it's been said our original birth certificate says that me and my twin sister are identical, and the foster mom used to tell everybody that we're identical. But the biological family said that we're fraternal, but then the biological mom, Frances, used to say that we would fight inside the womb. So, and I heard that another reason why me and my twin sister can't get along is spiritual. But I wish that she would stop treating me like I have less rights than everybody else, though. You know, I don't even ask my twin sister for nothing. I don't ask the rest of the family for nothing. My twin sister knows I'm disabled, but it's like she's trying to just smear me and make me out to look just as bad as possible. And me, I did when I was a child, but now I do not lie on my enemies. I do not maliciously or intentionally lie on my enemies. If I misunderstood something, having comprehension problems, then I apologize. But even then, I don't lie on my enemies. I never lied on Starbreaker. I never lied on, a lot of people. I never lied on them. But they told a whole bunch of lies on me, though, and they lie on me for the thrill and for sport. You know, my own twin sister, if I've been deprived and on the streets for 11 days, why don't I have a right to get help with a shower or a bath to take? My twin sister refuses to be caring, compassionate, or understanding and all that, or be supportive. And that can heal my mental health. But they just want to maintain the idea of controlling and abusing and sabotaging me. And my twin sister even wrote a false bad review on one of my ebooks. So that doesn't seem like she has my best interest at heart. But they bully, tear you down, and abuse you and call it trying to help you. And they just smear you and make you look so crazy. So I mean, I know I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. But I know right now spiritually, I'm far away. I'm on the right path, but I'm far away from, being God where God wants me to. But and I know I admitted that I have backslid, off and on several times, but I'm trying to get back closer to God. And then they'll use that to justify why, look, Candy's fake, a fake Christian or whatever. But I just get so freaking frustrated that nobody's taking me seriously or believing me. And then, they want to say, girl, ain't nobody stalking you. Go sit your ass down or something like that. And they just so abusive and harsh with their words and so disrespectful. So disrespectful. And then my twin sister's okay with strangers getting me banned from everywhere. And they all think that shit is funny. With ruining my life. And you just want to blame it on me having bad behavior and stuff. When none of y'all are helping me better myself. But you've been stalking me for almost 3. Some of y'all been stalking me for almost 3 years. Kimberly Harper has been gang stalking me, cyber stalking me for as long as Star Bricker has. But she and Miss Pam Smith has been, she started off nice and supportive, and then flipped and changed against me. And I used to mistakenly think, as much as they used to comment so much, I thought they were TIs. So when I found out that Kimberly Harper wasn't a targeted individual, I'm like, well, what are you watching my channel for? And then she started attacking me, when she said she didn't understand what gang stalking is. And then she called it a lifestyle. I'm like, who the hell makes a lifestyle out of being tortured and abused? And all I want is for my twin sister to freaking believe me and take me seriously. But she signed those non-disclosure agreements, and she's more loyal to the gang stalking cult and the almighty dollar. But they're using projection. Other homeless, I'm not doing it. Like other homeless people, who's going to call them money hungry and greedy and stuff? And then it's like they want me to suffer. And then, like, when me and my twin sister are on good terms, everything's fine. But when we get into an argument, oh, you molested my child and stuff like that. You don't play with people's lives like that. Now they got these perps talking super loud near my door. So I'm thankful and glad. And the online perps making like I'm not supposed to have any support or help. See, they talking loud on purpose to try to get me to come outside. But I'm sick and tired of the gaslighting. I'm sick of the sabotage. I'm sick and tired of the psych games. And policing my mental health is not healing. It's not helping. But how can my twin sister try to act like she believes strangers targeted individual stories over her own twin sister? And then turn around and so it's basically she's admitting that she's playing a game by trying to say that, being targeted individual is not real. You're just in denial. But some people question if it was my twin sister who got me put in the program. I really believe it was the foster mom. And then people said that the foster mom split me and my twin sister up for MK. The foster care system split me and my twin sister up for MK Ultra mind control purposes, MK Ultra experimentation. So the mind control worked on her, but it didn't work on me, and they're still trying. I don't want no freaking handler. Let me stay by myself. So they act like they think that God shouldn't bless me with some nice people coming into my life. Like they think that everybody's supposed to hate me and treat me mean. Like everybody's supposed to hate me and treat me mean. So if somebody wanted to donate me $10 for lunch, they have a meltdown. Why am I not allowed to have help from someone, even if they offer? And then my twin sister lied to that guy, and like with the online slander campaigns, that I curse everyone out who donates curse out and block everyone who donates to me. That's not true. I already explained the games that certain people have played. You know, it's not about, I mean, it's like, if they show themselves as a gang stalker after donating just so that they can, I mean, if they want to splurge away $30 and be like, well, here, Candy, here's some, $30. Go, treat yourself to some lunch, or treat yourself to, treat yourself to a couple of meals or something. And then I go treat myself to a couple of meals. And if they have my phone number, we talk on the phone, and they be like, well, you look crazy talking about the gang stalking, right? And then that's when I hang up and block them. But then they pretend like they're the hurt victim, like I just blocked them for no reason. But not everybody does that. They got some sins, a few, but not that many. But they have a few sincere Christians, who want to help me, and they think I deserve to be punished with not receiving any help from anyone at all. Like my twin sister act like she want to treat me she thinks she's my prison guard or something. And it's just very vicious and brutal towards me. And I'm supposed to be defenseless and scared and not fight back. Mental health counselors have said it was my fault for taking my twin sister's abuse. It's falsely said that I put myself in a position and allowed myself to be abused and taken advantage of and used, and then, oh, you're not a victim. So I would get mad and quit seeing that counselor, because I'm not paying my money to be victim blamed and abused by a mental health counselor when I'm supposed to be seeking healing and health and emotional support. But they want to do victim blaming, mock, laugh at, make fun of me, and everything like that. That's why I don't see therapy. I don't see a therapist no more. I found out the truth. I stay away from psychiatry and the mental health system, fake therapists, and everybody else. None of them are your friends. And they got problems and need salvation too. They need a savior too. They cannot solve their own problems, but they just getting paid to pretend like they're solving your problems.